Howdy. We're going to start with a prone leg length check. So I'm going to have my patient push up against my hands. Okay, stop. I'm looking for the highest medial malleoli, and it looks like it's her right side, so that's her short leg. Next is trap fiber analysis. We're going to do, there's 7 zones. First zone is right around the AC joints. The 7th zone is 3/4 of an inch lateral to the T1 spinous process. And zones 2 through 6 are evenly spaced through those. So as I go from zone 1 to zone 7, I'm going to increase my pressure. And I'm going to do that on both sides. And I'm going to ask my patient which side was most tender. And then from there, I'm going to go to my trap fiber analysis chart. And I'm going to adjust, say if we had a zone 4, I'm going to look at C4 spinous process, T6, and L2, and ask which of those is most tender, and from there I'm going to adjust using a knife edge contact. So next I'm going to do my heel tension. There's 3 ways you can do this. You can use both hands to look at it, or you can use one hand on each foot individually, or you can look at the Achilles tendon and note which one is the thickest, and it happens to be on her short leg side, which is a good sign. It's the thickest on the right. If that were not true, say the thickest Achilles tendon or the most heel tension was on the long leg side, I would flex the knee. Then I would come here, plantar or dorsiflex until that heel tension disappeared. Next, I'm going to do atlas dural subluxation. So say as she rotates to the left, go and rotate to the left, there is a bump, and then rotate to the right, and I do feel another bump. That's what you want to happen. If you don't, say it didn't happen, let's have her do a traction on the long leg side for 5 seconds as the patient holds the top of the table. And then on the short leg side, you're going to have her go through a full range of motion to the right and left as you traction during that. And then finally, you would dorsiflex the foot for 10 seconds, let off for 10 seconds, and you would do 3 rounds of that to correct the atlas dural subluxation. For our crest sign and our dollar sign, crest sign, we're going to want to look at the erector spinae as we come in and we push, and we're looking for the side with the most musculature, and that's going to be our major side of the crest sign. And then for our dollar sign, we're going to go 3 inches inferior, 2 lateral, and then we're going to kind of palpate and see which one is the most springy. The side that's most springy is our weak side. And then from there, you're going to compare the crest sign and the dollar sign to see which one had the greatest difference. And for me, it looked like her crest sign had the greatest difference, so this would be her major sign. So to adjust this, there's 3 rules. You never move a block to make an adjustment. You don't adjust over a block. And the most important rule is you adjust the major sign first. So in this case, her major sign was the crest sign, so I would adjust that first, which is the myogenic sign. The dollar sign is the neurogenic sign. For our blocking, her right leg was the short leg, so I'm going to come to the greater trochanter. I'm going to place my block superiorly. On the long leg side, I'm going to come to the ASIS, and I'm going to place my block inferiorly. And I'm just going to kind of watch this and make sure that the short leg side doesn't get shorter. If so, I'm going to stop blocking immediately. And after 10 minutes, this should actually kind of level out and the right leg should get longer. So to make my adjustments, I'm going to adjust the crest sign, which was our major sign. Come over, find the iliac crest. Then I'm going to do a crest roll on it, walking clockwise. I come, then I'm going to find the ish tube. Then I would do just a toggle on that. And then to adjust the dollar sign, I'm going to do a glute scoop, and then still walking clockwise. I'm going to do a PSIS toggle with counterclockwise rotation because you always want to rotate towards the spine. And so we adjusted our major sign, and now we're going to look at the sacral base. And to do this, we're going to put our thumb on the spinous process of L5. I'm going to have my patient forcefully cough, and as she does this, my thumb's either going to go straight superior, which indicates a positive sacral base, or it'll jump towards her head, which is a negative sacral base, or if it does a combination of both, that's neutral. So to adjust the positive sacral base, we're going to want to move our blocks. And yeah, this one's actually right. So I want to keep that there. We want to move this block so that it makes kind of a smiley face with the blocks. Then I'm going to adjust the sacral apex, so fingers pointing away. I'm going to come here, and then I'm going to have her take a deep breath in, and as she does this, I'm going to apply pressure, and as she exhales, I'm going to release. And so, to correct a sacral base negative, I'm going to place my blocks under the greater trochanters. And as you can look, it kind of makes a frowny face. And so then I'm going to get on the sacral base with a knife edge contact, and then on inhalation, I don't put any pressure. Exhalation, I apply pressure. Now we'll do this repeatedly. And then for sacral base neutral, I'm going to place the blocks facing each other. There. And then for this one, you actually want to apply pressure on both inhalation and exhalation. So go ahead and breathe in for me. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And so as I'm doing this, I'm looking for a vasomotor response or blanching of the skin. And then, so I'm looking for a blanching of the skin. I'm going to use my trap fiber analysis chart to kind of help me through this. So I'm going to apply pressure here at the spinous process where I see blanching. And then I should see moisture arise from the cervical spine. And then using an I to S, slight P to A knife edge contact, I'm going to adjust. And that's it.